Now that you've decided to rent out your unit, you need to learn all you can about your responsibilities as a landlord and how to best manage the rental relationship. The term or period of tenancy begins when the tenant is entitled to occupy the rental unit, whether or not the tenant actually moves in. Tenancy agreements are a good way to document this. Tenancy agreements can be written, verbal, or implied. Implied tenancy agreements are formed when a landlord allows a tenant to occupy the rental unit, but the parties have not completely expressed their intentions regarding the terms of the tenancy.
There are a lot of rules to manage when a tenancy begins. The landlord must provide their legal name and address to the tenant within 21 days of the start of the tenancy. If the tenancy agreement is written, the landlord must provide the tenant with a copy of the tenancy agreement within 21 days. Failing to do this could mean that the tenant's obligation to pay rent is suspended. The landlord is also responsible for providing the tenant with the new tenant information brochure. Written tenancy agreements spell out the rules for the tenancy. It is where the landlord reserves certain rights, such as entering the rental unit with proper notice, to take pictures of the rental unit before listing it for sale, and designating the rental unit as a non-smoking unit. Written tenancy agreements should also be used to indicate whether or not certain appliances, utilities, and/or services are included in the rent. The tenancy agreement may specify a term, like 1 year. However, the tenancy agreement cannot include a built-in provision for it to end. If a fixed-term tenancy expires, and the parties neither renew the agreement for another fixed term, nor terminate the tenancy is automatically renewed on a monthly basis and continues under the same terms and conditions as outlined in the original tenancy agreement. This is known as a statutory tenancy or security of tenure. Tenancy agreement terms that are inconsistent with the law are void. Regardless of the wording in the tenancy agreement, the landlord and tenant cannot enter into a contract that includes terms which violate the rights of either party or that are inconsistent with the Residential Tenancies Act. During a tenancy, a landlord and tenant may enter into an agreement to terminate the tenancy. Landlords or tenancy agreements cannot require the tenant to provide post-dated checks or other negotiable instruments for the payment of rent or permit automatic debiting of the tenant's financial account or credit card.
For more information about tenancy agreements, please visit www.landlordselfhelp.com.